Hi there, sign of Cancer. This is Kim here to do your reading for you. It's going to be for your next 48 hours. So you should be feeling the effects of the full moon too. Full moon in Gemini tonight, and probably next few days should be influencing the energy. So calling in your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, higher power. Let's get messages for the sign of Cancer. Always for your highest good. For Cancer. Okay. Book of Shadows. 41. It's all experience. There's no labeling here. In fact, labeling could, well, stop you from completely experiencing everything needed. That's funny. Cancer, that one came out with Aries. Goodness. Is this enough? How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. I was about to say, you know, usually when I ask for a certain number, I'm not going to get that certain number. That's fine. It's a perfect example here for us. All right. Let's see what we've got. I'm really feeling like doing a Celtic cross with these. Yeah, okay, let's do that then. Cancer, this is the issue. You're protected. Holy Stone 24. We're going to go deeper into the reading, too, about what all these mean. The challenge is the release, to release. At the root of this, or underlying this issue, it has to do with the friendship of some of sorts. The familiar 8. Your ally, an ally. Let me see. Put this down. I hope you can see now. Okay. Past energy. Book of Shadows, which is still this energy, I feel. Book of Shadows. Black Cat for psychism, which, and for basically this is like a lucrative win sometimes with the Black Cat. Sometimes this is, well, more importantly about your gifts, your abilities. Okay, so we'll go deeper into these. We'll also pull a tarot card for each one. So I have 38, sword, aspiration. What do you aspire to? What's your truth? I like the dragon spirit coming in here with us. And there's the crone spirit. The release, the raven, the black cat, it looks like the Timberland wolf. 26, the cauldron, the womb, is how you feel. This is you brewing up whatever this is. So we're not done with these cards yet, are we? I've never really used these for a Celtic cross, but I think it might be a good idea. All right. So in the environment, we have in the environment. Cancer in the environment. Nice. 23, athame or athame. It's probably athame or something just really different than what I said. Commander of Power. This is about the sun-powered manifestations that you bring life, give life to. That cord looks like a cord cutting cord used in rituals. You know, if you want to make a string represent your bond towards possibly somebody you don't really want to deal with anymore, then you could do that and then cut it with a cord cutting, something that represented a sacred cord cutter for you. Oh, the cord cutter, Cancer. Hopes or fears. I I think there's a slight fear of somebody. I think that this is about your vibrations going to a place that this person's not going. Like, I think that might be part of a fear here, is that one consciousness is going to start being really nice and evolved. And in return, somebody might be getting, oh, look at that, cord on the bottom as the underlying issue. But we'll see what comes out. So that's the fear, I feel like. It's kind of, I think it's a hope and a fear. What's the outcome looking like for Cancer? Ooh. Holy water on the bottom. Holy water on the bottom. Purification. The outcome is a beautiful, beautiful card because it's suggesting that you will have the pride of a peacock. Like, it's saying to show your true colors, let yourself shine, be the candle of light that you are. You're here and you know your purpose, then you already know your purpose is just to be you. As light emanates from you within, as you do work on yourself within, this is all starting to be seen in your outside world, and you're illuminating some of the darkness for others so that it's not as dark out there. Could be referring to candle magic. I think it would be wise to say humble. Being humble will get you very far. All right, let's go into the tarot and see. Let's see, what do we have? I'm gonna put that right like that. Kind of holds it down. You know what? I've got another one too. There we go. That rebirth in consciousness. Rebirth in consciousness. All right, for Cancer, we might not get a card for every single one, but we'll definitely clarify. So your holy stone is something that resembles something you would use for protection, right? So I'm even getting that it could be a washer, like a washer put on a necklace that means something. It could be something like that. It's just like a momentum or a memento, something that is much more valuable to you because of the sentimental or emotional. But it also offers really great protection. Something feels like it's going to catch up speed or pick up momentum. And so, yeah, because I'm seeing the wheel too. So, holy stone protection. For Cancer, what do you have for the main issue here for Cancer? The Five of Wands. You could feel like something is a competition. You may feel like you have to fight for something, but they're saying don't worry so much. So yeah, I mean, you may be like practicing like, hey, if I move here, you move here, but it's not a real battle or anything. You know what I mean? And it might be some pettiness, arguing, but you're protected from competition, from dark energy, as long as you're showing your light, and that's what you're mainly focusing on. That is protecting you. All right, then release. What do we have to release here as the challenge? What is it that they're wanting us to release as the challenge? Ten of Wands in the reverse. So you're carrying a whole lot, and they're saying that you need to rebalance, reshift. Have to take your priorities and put them in a different list. Take them all off the list, then rewrite. Is it in alignment with what you feel, what you say, what you believe in, your ethics? Is everything in alignment? and to your true self. And if something is not in alignment to your true self, then you know that's what needs to be worked on. So you need to work on your ability to accept help too. Also seeing that, your ability to accept help from others, to lighten your load, because that's a big issue, is to lighten your load here. It's a big, big issue. All right, this Book of Shadows is past, right? And it clearly is like saying, this is all experience. Sometimes in the darkness, that's where you learn to shine the brightest, and that's where you were needed the most. You can say, gosh, why am I put here in this dark place? Well, because you're the light. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, so you have an ally. You have an ally. You have a familiar. You have somebody doing your bidding on the astral realm, could say, on the astral realm. Black cat, psychism. This is your intuition, and also they're saying put your protection up as best as you can. Put your own protection, which the way you protect yourself is simply you can envision your own light encircling you. That is enough. Your own light is enough for protection. Nine of Swords here is saying that most of what could get to you would be clearing your negative thinking or clearing any automatic negative thoughts. Each of these swords, the Nine of Swords, is representing, and here you might want to meditate too, but each one is representing a negative thought, feeling, idea, and that we have given life to, and that's why they're stacking on top of each other, and it's getting just too heavy, so it can cause sleepless nights, anxiety, insomnia. So what you want to do with this Nine of Swords is don't rely so much on the brain to figure this out. Your anxiety will not be cured by thinking more on something. Could be worse by thinking more about something, because it's not for the brain to figure out. It's for the heart, and it's for meditation. These things that go unspoken. Be still. Be still, and things will click. All right, so this is a beautiful card right here. I'm going to look this up since it is in a critical spot. Maybe that's not going to work with that. I thought I'd give it a try though, right? So I have the 38, the sword, and this is about your aspirations. So let's go into the book and look at this. And I mean, we've got both. We have both. You know that cord cutting is definitely a message for you. But let me look this up. Okay, so the Witch's Oracle, 38, sword or aspiration. Okay, and also on the bottom, remember there was holy water, 37, or purification. Remember that card, it was on the underlying of the outcome, says in your sacral chakra. So this is about your creativity. It says your thirst for knowledge, purification, and cleansing. Your gift is clarity at this time. That's what it says. Your gift is clarity at this time. Isn't that what you're wanting? Sword, 38, aspiration. The throat chakra is your vibration. The truth, your hopes and fears. The sword is a representation of masculine forces. It depicts the direction of energy having the ability to cut through. So this is some kind of action taken. They're talking about legendary swords, including Excalibur, the sword of legendary King Arthur, given to him by the Lady of the Lake. Sword indicates the need to stretch yourself and your ideas beyond the realms of your hopes and fears. Letting sword cut through the veils that divide your perceptions will break forth great truths about the path that you should now consider taking. And this is near future, guys. So something is going to maybe change. For Sure, gonna change. Letting the sword cut through the veils and divide your perceptions will bring forth great truths about the path you should now consider taking. All is not lost, so look up. You hold the sword of truth, wield it wisely. Be aware of how to use your tongue in communications with others, guarding yourself against gossip or intrigue. Hold your own truth and be honest. Always aspire for the greater good. All right, always aspire for the greater good. So it's whatever you are cooking up, what you got in your cauldron. This is like, so this isn't the meal yet, right? This isn't the actual, this is the ritual. This is what you are conjuring. Near future tarot, please. Near future tarot. And that's Sagittarius energy. That could be Gemini energy and Leo energy so far. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay. It's still an ace. To me, when it's in reverse, it's something that you have done before that can give you great emotional joy, but it's not the same thing because it's something that's going to be entirely different in a new energy. Maybe like having another kid, getting married after you'd been divorced for a while. Again, you see what I'm saying? So there's another, again, there's a truth about getting to be almost like being reborn without having to die. Like something is being beginning. Another opportunity. Looks very similar, but it's not. All right, so what is this Commander of Power, a theme about? Ooh, King of Pentacle energy. Possibly a Taurus. Possibly about your own business. Seven of Cups is about not seeing things as clearly as you probably should have or could have here. Being intoxicated, that can also happen. This is getting control over your situation with the Spirit of Swords and the King of Swords energy. This is definitely in control. You're the commander. You're the one making the strategy. Make sure it adheres to your ethics and your views. Make sure it matches and you're in alignment as best as can possibly be. You're still human. We're all human right now. Three of Pentacle energy. You're learning, you're being guided, you're laying down the groundwork. There's some confusion over who is in control here. With me, at least. It might be metaphorically, but I'm seeing the King of Swords being some kind of authority in your life. Doing things by the book. Then I see the Seven of Cups as like, here's all these other options. And the King of Pentacles is being your own. So it might be like cut the cord from the past. Let's get into the controlling these things and realize that 7 here, very spiritual, good number. Moving forward like the Chariot. So 7 of Cups, transformation 2 with Scorpio energy. Taurus, and that could be Aquarius energy. So you have the power and you have the choices available to you right now. Rebirth and consciousness, like I said, I think that's just maybe a hope or a fear of vibrations not being, you know what I mean? Not getting along, like fearing maybe not getting along with somebody after there's like more growth, more soul, personal development. But there's just more interest in it at the moment. It's a perfectly fine place to be, but it might be harder to tolerate or be around that energy, especially if it's ego. Ugh, that's a yucky energy. So yeah, the cauldron is what you're making, what you're conjuring, and then the 4 is candle. It's your light and you are the illumination. You'll be shown the way if you ask, because you could ask your divine self to show you the way. Your real self will. 8 of Swords here is saying you're not trapped. The only kind of trap you're putting in is your own limitations. So when we put limitations on us, not placing them as a good or bad experience, but when we say it's something as, you know, this is my duty, this is what I have to do, then it's not really being in line with your divine self. Your divine self doesn't have to do anything. Ooh, the Mystic or the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles. So Taurus energy here, and then we could have Virgo energy here with the Eight of Pentacles. But this is getting something to work out, and it's a commitment. I feel like this might have been a soul contract commitment. And the Eight of Pentacles is, it's working. It's working, where it has to do with your work. There's accumulation here. There's a lot of sometimes boring times, but your main job is to shine your light and to realize you're definitely not stuck. Definitely not stuck, and definitely shouldn't feel guilty for anything. 8-8, commitment, stay committed. There might be new papers signed. There may be cords cut. There may be, yeah, like papers signed in that sense too. Eight of Pentacles is something is going to work out, though. Even if someone's cutting the cord on something, there's going to be some great sticking to the commitment of loving yourself. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get some from the souls. I think this is the soul's evolution is what this, I think that's what this deck's called. Empathy. So it might be having to do with a friend or somebody that's coming to you, maybe for help. They're saying to watch your pride, especially with the peacock, I guess. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation, and that landed with that familiar. Service, I feel good when I can help others. And trust, I accept to use my inner voice and that it will guide me. Your inner voice will guide you correctly. All right, and that's what I've mainly got for you. Let's pull something from the spellcasting deck too. I have some room. Okay, for Cancer. I have courage. Maybe you're really dealing with a Leo there. Courage, confidence, the strength to overcome anything that you're presented with, the well-being, your well-being, everyone's well-being, but making sure that you're okay, first and foremost, is the key to happiness, your happiness and everybody else's, this major transformation, and having the confidence to step forward through this transformation. All right, sending you love and light. Thanks, guys. Bye.